So I recently played this on one of the shows also, and the engineer is like, he was facing a little bit of difficulty with the top end. So I was like, "Tu idhar aa." Ye phone mein, I gave him my cell phone, opened the app, gave him that EQ section. I was like, use this. Everyone was like, what the fuck are you using, man? What is this? It seems like the future is here. You know, the most fun conversations I've had are with the auto walas and the cab drivers. They are so deep rooted, and I love, getting to know people's stories.
And talking about like people's stories and things like that, now you've been playing for Parikrama, which is a band that I grew up listening to, a band that I was inspired by as a school kid, an Indian band playing rock music. It was just so cool. How must that be like for you, just in the moment with these guys, these legends, like just there in it?
Bro, I am also in the same boat as you. I also grew up listening to them. Very excited. First time here at piano and this new one here. I just get a call from them and they're like, we want you to play for the band. And I still remember I was also doing like a lot of teaching back then. This must have been like right after Sonamda passed away. Yeah. So this was in Feb 2020, later half of that. And I'm coming from GMI. So GMI is like a jazz school in Noida, located in Greater Noida. I was teaching there. I told the cab driver, "Bhai yaar, rok zara 2 minute, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा अभी हुआ क्या है." Right after the call. और sunset हो रहा था, and I'm just like, wow. Okay, so this is how it's going to be now. You know, you have this image of a band like Parikrama that it must be like extremely intimidating to fill in the shoes of someone who has been so iconic in the scene. And now you're here, but you can't be him. You cannot be him. All you can do is just follow his footsteps. And that is what I've tried to do. And that is something that I'm grateful to the band for, that they've given me that space that I can, be myself. If I were to become Sonamda, I could have never been that way. I have a different story compared to him. I am me, he was who he was, a legend. And I'm just trying to follow through.
How do you differentiate when it comes to playing with Parikrama and playing with Bollywood artists or typical Bollywood set?
So one of the major differences is the difference in mindset. So with Parikrama, I have to be in the front, make sure that I'm capturing the audience. When I'm playing in a Bollywood act, I have to make sure that I play the right chords. And, I have to serve the melody over there. I have to serve the person who is capturing the crowd. So that role shifts, and both are extremely professional scenarios. I've done like a lot of sessions where I mixed up my personalities and it did not work out. So for me, it's been a beautiful blessing to, sort of like fit in different worlds and try to learn and give my 100%. I still remember I started like learning whatever I could see, because back then I don't think even YouTube existed, or if it was extremely expensive. Because we used to get just 1 GB of data and I used to like exhaust it in a matter of like 30 minutes. खत्म हो गया और बिल आ गया 10,000 का. मम्मी डंडी लेके मेरे पीछे भाग रही है, तूने क्या करा है? So those were the days. So I understood that, oh fuck, this is not going to work. I cannot use YouTube to learn. So I just started doing whatever I could back then, like holding chords just the way I could. I did not even know how, they were supposed to be played. But there's a song that I used to sing to myself. It's Zombie by Cranberries. Just like, so I would just hold like an E minor chord So I did not know that you could hold a guitar like that. For me, it was about like, holding the guitar like this. And that is how I learned. That is how I would play like scales. And it was much later when my mother was like, that you should get like proper training. So my school teacher, like my school music teacher, who was, I'll always be grateful to him. He was the one who actually got me into on this path. And then he was so kind that after a few years, he told me that I can't teach you anymore and you should go to Delhi and learn more. So I went to Delhi. I did my proper, like, all my technical studies, like, legato, staccato, alternate picking, sweep picking, all of that. But it was only until college that I started getting exposed to indie music. That is where it just hit me that, oh wow, India has such an amazing scene. I used to listen to bands like Advaita, Family Cheese, and Kamakshi, Dhruv Vishwanath, Tucker, Komorebi. This is like the local scenes, Sky Harbor, and Donny Bhatt. And man, I used to go for their shows and I would just get so inspired, to just be in that space and to have so many people, come up there and, like support the act. It was a different experience. And I was also doing a lot of competitions with my college band. We used to win a lot. Yeah, then college happened. I made my own band, Submarine in Space, which was heavily driven by guitars and it was only instrumental music. I approached a lot of people in Mumbai back then, having launched our first song, and it received a lot of support from Ehsan sir, from Rudy, from Warren. Warren is my go-to guy. He's my go-to guy. And he is the one guy who I looked up to and who like really inspired me to take this up, because you are always looking for that one person who you can, like sort of like blindly follow. Maybe you don't blindly follow, but for me back then it was all about that rush, that energy I was getting from his music. And I was like, fuck, I have to do this kind of music. So that started. I mean, that got me a lot into the scene. Because there were not many instrumental acts in India. Still aren't. But way back then, I mean, for me, I grew up listening to a lot of Steve Vai, Joe Sad. And I just wanted to get that sound. I was never much of a singer. So I was like, fuck, might as well do something on the guitar. And yeah, then COVID happened. Fuck, I had no work. And I relied on the one skill that I realized could help the world right now, which was to teach. I mean, I was teaching before that also, but I wasn't doing it myself. I was like a part of an institute or part of a college, stuff like that. But then it was like, wow, I have so much control over what I can teach. So a student of mine who is now a part of Happy Notes, he was like, you should start you should come up with something that, I separates you from the rest. So I was like, what could it be? So he was like, you should set up a brand. I was like, okay, क्या नाम होना चाहिए उसका? सोचा ही नहीं. उसने कहा टाइम दे, अपने आप तुझे समझ आ जाएगा कि क्या नाम होना चाहिए. I was like, okay. So everyone used to call me Happy. कॉलेज में मैं आता था, सबको लगता था कोक वोक करके आया बच्चा. मैं हमेशा खुश. अब क्या करूँ, मसल्स ही ऐसे. तो मैं even if I'm sad, I'm just like, I don't know, दिक्कत है कुछ. अच्छी दिक्कत है. So I was like, okay, I think this is a calling from the universe. I should name it Happy Notes. So I feel that I did not have a structure as a student of music. And I wasted a lot of time practicing things that I could never use musically. and I wanted to change that. And I've met so many people who are, stuck, and who are looking for the right guidance. I don't think I can guide anyone. I can just show them that, okay, this is what I did, and now we've just launched an app, and just like sticking on the path of making music education affordable for everyone. It was unconventional, and I have always been the kind of guy who loves to experiment with everything in life. I love challenging myself, and I love the fact how a piece of art like this guitar could be used to make music. And the moment I started using this, I just fell in love with the way it feels and the way it sounds, and it's so convenient. So I recently played this on one of the shows also, and the engineer is like, bro, I don't know how to like he was facing a little bit of difficulty with the top end. So I was like, tu idhar aa, ye phone mein. I gave him my cell phone, opened the app, gave him that EQ section. I was like, use this, and he made it sound awesome, man. There was no feedback. Otherwise, with an acoustic, if you're standing right in front of the monitor, there's a lot of feedback, but this guitar sounded awesome, and everyone was like, what the fuck are you using, man? What is this? It seems like the future is here, really. And it's so convenient. I can also play high up in the extreme right region. It's got a very lightweight, and the tuning is extremely stable, and it feels like an actual guitar. I do understand where the purists are coming from, because I too am a purist to some extent, and my first reaction was, can this match my skill? Will it be able to translate the kind of touch that I have? Because I play with a lot of dynamics. I would like sort of like it's awesome. And not only that, so I feel it's there's too much that you can play around with in this guitar. It's a whole fucking world in itself. You've got like a lot of sounds. Let's check this out. The fusion sound. Got chorus. So it is translating what I'm playing. It's amazing. And then you've got another setting which is like lap. Wow, this is like an octave. Oof.
My mind is officially blown away.
It's amazing, man.
You seem to have just tamed this guitar to its fullest. Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time on this. And even my practice has gone up exponentially. So, okay, I don't know if it's just with me, but I'm kind of lazy in setting up the amp, and the neighbors are a pain in the ass. So with this guitar, I've been in auto rides, and I have had, isolated long streaks where I would just take my headphones, sit by the sea, and I would just like compose, man. And it really translates whatever I'm playing. I'm extremely grateful that, ENYA came up with this technology, and it's not like it is taking away from your voice. It's not like AI, it's not like that. You are still the creator. It's just that it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. You've got sound coming out of the speaker. It's extremely lightweight. It's easy to carry. You can it's too tight, but you can take this thing off and you can just carry it. So flight mein usually what happens with me, I'm not allowed to carry the guitar, because the guitars are usually heavy. It was awesome to carry this guitar too. And I was also able to get like a few driven sounds. So you've got like all the settings. You've got delays, you've got reverbs. You can vary the drive. You can vary the modulation.
So we can actually go into the app and play around with some sounds. Yeah, the cool thing is with these, with the sounds, instead of having to sit and connect it to a DAW and stuff like that, you can actually dial in the sounds. So let's actually...
Correct.
Let's experiment with some sounds with the app itself. So now you were on the rock patch where you're playing like a solo. And I can actually go into edit.
Okay, yeah. So I'm on the rock patch right now. And you can tweak the EQ. I mean, if you want more of the highs, like that frequency. Like, let's say I tweak everything up.
Yeah, let's go crazy.
Sounds. You'll notice the difference.
Yeah, you can actually hear the...
It's got that fuzz. Let's turn everything down and listen to the way it sounds. I like to do that. So I like to test the extremes.
Yeah, just exaggerate everything.
Yeah, and see the way it sounds. And now you start tweaking one frequency at a time. Maybe I like that too. Too low heavy. So maybe I'll reduce the lows a little. Let's see what this does. All right, we're getting into the higher frequency. Still a little bit. Let's keep doing this. Maybe I need to get a little bit of these guys down. Turn this up. Let's see how it's. Okay, so this will also push you into understanding how the EQ works.
Yeah.
Which is, in my opinion, one of the most important things. you need to get into, especially when you're doing like a lot of studio work and a lot of like live shows, because the frequency in which I'm operating has to not clash with the other frequencies. Okay, so I'll just do the kind of EQ that I like. And once you are okay with the EQ, you can save this and you can give it a name. Go Crazy. That is the name you can give. You can just save it, go to Go Crazy, edit, and now you go to all of these effects that you have. So what I'm going to do is, so if you push it up, it just turns off, and if you pull it down, it turns back on. Yeah. See, for now, I will just work on the driven sound. Maybe I want to increase the tone, mix the gain. Let's see what it does when the gain is 0. It's become absolutely clear. This is that song by
Porcupine Tree.
Yeah,
Yes.
Trains. Let's see if we can get that kind of sound. So I will play around with the rate. You can play around with the depth. Depth is the intensity of that effect. Like now you're getting more of that wave. And let's see if I turn this all the way back. So somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? Then you got the other effect.
Yeah.
Maybe if I increase the depth.
Yeah.
Now let's add a little bit of delay. Level. All right, you can play around with the time. You can play around with the feedback. Wow, it just goes on and on. So maybe we will get it somewhere here, and the time can be. This is this fucking guitar, man. It's just this guitar and this app. Also, you can change the type. Yeah.
Wall Hendrix.
And now the pure delay. So reverse sounds really cool. Yeah, so you've got different worlds, and then you've got one other world which is known as reverb, where you can basically play with the decay. Decay is the duration for which the reverb goes on.
Yep.
Level is the. Maybe I can turn this off for the time being. Yeah, you can play with the type of delay. Let's see how it sounds. About I increase the decay even more. Yeah. So high pass really allows, for the frequency to. So I don't want the lows, because the lows can be taken care of by the bass. I only need the highs. Now I'll slowly start adding effects. Okay. So this is just the dry sound. I'll add distortion. Adds that body. Add the modulation. I'll add the reverb. There's just too much you can do. And let's say if you want to be a bass player, you can get this guy in. You can turn the, so wet is the octave, yeah, and dry is your. And if you want, you can club it with the dry side. If you want, you can then, so it's your own world.
Yeah, we could really hear the bass players crying out loud.
Yeah,
behind us.
we're taking away their.
Yeah, taking away their jobs.
Sorry, guys.
And that, my friend, was Tone Making 101 by our very own Abhishek Mittal.
Thank you. So I mean, there's just too much you can do. I can go all day with this.
You know what I realized is that every different sound was, you played a different thing, and you probably wouldn't have done that if you just had a traditional guitar. It's kind of inspiring
The sound is inspiring me to make that.
to create certain riffs, certain, just the way you play as a guitar player. And I love just having to explore what it has to offer, especially as an electric guitar player. You're always tweaking pedals. Acoustic players, not much happening, but now we've got something for the acoustic guys as well.
Solves so many queries, answers so many questions. So that's exactly what guitarists are looking for. But only if they just cross that one line, okay, I don't really want to go that way. I just want to stay conventional. If they just cross that threshold and just try to explore it, so they might find a whole new world which you explored by yourself.
So if you were to describe this to someone who's never played this kind of guitar, someone who is a traditionalist, or let's say who doesn't know about this, what would you tell them? What would that conversation be like?
Okay, if we had to just concise that in a one or two sentence, what would you just say there?
If you try this, there's no way that you will not like this. You know, because I'm telling you guys, I've been the most traditional guy. And I'm extremely old school. But I think I'm kind of grateful for the fact that music has always shown me to be open and to be curious with whatever it is. So the moment I tried this guitar, I was like, I got a sign from the universe saying that, you know, this is something that belongs to you. It's like that wand, you know, the wand chooses you. It's not the other way around. So this guitar chose me. I did not choose this. Whatever I have, everything chose me. I'm just trying to, you know, do justice to it, whatever little way I can. But it's awesome.
Yeah, and even the company ENYA, we've been working with them for a while, and they're always coming up with some of these really futuristic tech related. Like, we use technology to upgrade our phones, to upgrade every aspect of our lives. And with guitar, we always like, no, I want the traditional one. But then ENYA comes in and just really forces you to think outside the box. And then you pick up guitars like, you've got the NEXG, which is a smart acoustic guitar. I've got the Inspire, which is a smart electric guitar, which comes with an onboard processor and an inbuilt amp similar to that, and just looks so cool. Wow. All carbon fiber built. And then you have something which is the Cyber G, It looks like a guitar, but it's a keyboard, but it also plays chords. And there's so much happening. And even on the acoustic guitar front, we've got the carbon fiber constructions going on there. So just so much happening with the brand. And we've had our co-founder visit the factories, talk to the owners of ENYA as to how they go about the entire process of, conceptualizing what can you do more with the guitar. Okay, you've got the strings and the frets, what next? And then how to actually take that technology to the next level where it's something that someone would take on stage.
Thanks for having us here at the exhibition, and thanks for giving your time.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you so much. So we just want a little bit about ENYA company, how it began, and what it stands for.
Okay. So the first, yes, thank you. It's a very good question. And ENYA is like 4 words. N is like E, elegant. N is like nature.
Okay.
Y is like youngs. A is like artwork. So it's like a very beautiful girl's name.
So that's what it stands for.
Because ENYA is very, very want to take more new design for our consumers,
right?
And more experience than any other traditional instrument. And also, this is very difficult for us.
Right.
In our early time, we only can do some easy like wood, like painting, like some easy job, some easy craft.
Yeah.
But now we have like more than 8 engineers, designers. They are very focused on the research and development.
That's amazing.
We want to innovation and technology, material science, totally together.
Yeah.
In China we have a lot of very high quality manufacturing, but the branding is not very okay.
Right.
It's not very good.
And that's the thing, right? Like you were telling me earlier, is more than 60% of the staff plays the guitars and they really know how to play. And you used to play in a band as well, yeah?
I play 2006 with my first band time.
That's amazing.
So
that's so long ago.
19 years already.
Yeah.
And also I play bass, I play drum, I play guitar.
Wow.
But the bass is maybe I can play more.
Play bass more? Yeah.
So maybe we have the inspired bass.
Oh, really? That's exciting. That is exciting.
The first bass with the audio smart system in the world.
That's amazing.
It's very cool.
Johnny's being humble because I've seen him play the guitar and he plays so well. We'll maybe at some point get him to play the guitar for us.
Maybe we can together to have our band together. Sure.
For sure. Thanks so much, Johnny, again.
Sure. Thank you.
All right.
And look how beautifully they've done this.
They've done it incredibly well.
So okay, if you were to get a guitar like this, and then a lot of these sounds, and then the convenience factor, so you would easily spend like 1.5 to 1.6, but I felt this was a lot of value for the money. And also because it solves the biggest issue that we have as traveling musician, which is space.
Yeah. We have some incredible artists of ours, Mansa Jimmy. We have Raghu Dixit, who uses the NEXG.
Oh, wow.
And if you've seen his shows, he's a lively performer, full of energy. So what he's done, he's actually taken the amp section out.
Okay.
Made it even lighter. And he just uses the onboard processor.
Wow.
And he's someone who's obviously, he's played, really high-end guitars, Gibsons and stuff. And he's adopted this. And similarly, we have, with the Inspire, we have Megan Rakesh, who you know personally. Incredible talent at such a young age, beautiful singer. And she's been using this. I've seen a clip of her playing this at the airport. You wouldn't be able to do that with a normal acoustic guitar unless you're carrying a amp and stuff around. For me, something that I struggle with is again space. I live in a very confined house. And the other day I was trying to practice and I had to bring my electric guitar out, connect it to my interface, load up my DAW, and then Windows crashed and updated in between. All the thing happened. This would actually solve that problem because you have headphone options and you can also connect your phone to it via Bluetooth and play a backing track. So it also serves as a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, that is also there.
So let's swap guitars now.
Okay, we are going to swap guitars.
All right.
Yeah. You can switch the volume. You can vary the volume as per your listening capacity. You can also change the Bluetooth volume. This is where the track is playing from. So everything is right here. And also with this guitar, let me see. So this is the clean sound. This is slightly driven. This is more driven. And then this is like go nuts. So you have that space also. And let me show you how the whammy responds to, you know, my kind of playing. Let's also listen to how the pickups sound like. Wow. The middle pickup. So I'm sorry, I should have mentioned the bridge pickup. Classic, you know, humbucker sound. Let's check out the bridge and the middle pickup. Extremely responsive. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's check out the middle pickup. Check out the middle and the neck. And even at this high gain, it's extremely responsive to my touch. Now let's check out the neck pickup. I'm excited to try this. And the tuning is also extremely stable. Wow.
Awesome.
I'm impressed.
Now you go back to clean.
Wow. So now I'm back on the clean, and then again in the clean section you
You got
got
options.
all of these
Yeah.
presets. Let's check out the presets, okay? Soft cry, waves. Wow, a little bit of chorus, old time. Check out breath. Let's check out overdrive. Standard. So responsive. Responds to the area you pick from. It's got everything. Tower.
Just go on.
You can just go on. Let's check out distortion. So this is vocation. Let's check out train. Very responsive to the touch. Talking. Let's check this out. Wow. High gain. Check out times. Check out blood. It's got a lot of high gain and chorus. Overall, nice fuzz. It also gets that pick attack. Wow. For the purpose of this video, I will have to stop. Otherwise, I can go on and on.
Now we're going to explore something a little more traditional but still has some tech in it, which is the X4 by ENYA, which is a carbon fiber acoustic guitar. It's built like a traditional acoustic guitar with a sound hole and everything, but it's all carbon fiber.
Good man. Wow. Check out the chorus. Let's change the reverb setting. So it's got a room reverb, it's got a hall reverb. Let me make you listen to the room reverb. First, without any reverb, just the way the guitar sounds. Now let's check out the room reverb. Let's use that mic also to give it that. Now, how about I change this from the room to the hall reverb? See how the sounds. Now, in that, I'll add a little bit of chorus. Let's see how it's. How about I add a little bit of deep? Okay, so you've got the bass over here. Good man. Wow.
Yeah, man, it's incredible how you just get lost in the lost in the sounds.
Yeah. And it sounds wow. It's like I'm in the middle of the sound right now. Extremely responsive. Same thing played extremely high dynamics and then lowering the dynamics.
So where do we go from here? We've done some guitars, we've done smart guitars. Let's go to something that looks like a guitar, plays like a keyboard, but has some chord progressions. It's
Okay.
the Cyber G.
Sure. Welcome to the future. Looks like an axe.
So to give a little bit of an overview, it's got two sections. Now there you can put a, like say you're playing the scale of C.
Yeah.
So you have all the chords in the family of C there. So you have C, D minor, E minor, and
Yeah.
each fret, they're not actually frets, but each it's divided into like frets.
Okay, so this is the first chord, this is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh,
And then go back to the root.
one. Wow.
So this is also for people who don't really know how to play an instrument but are passionate about it.
Passionate about it.
And you know, as a guitar player, when you first picked up the guitar and try to press the strings and all that, a lot of people get demotivated, and they the guitar just sits down and life goes on.
Yeah.
And we're trying to kind of bridge that gap.
Bridge that. Exactly.
So this is an instrument where it makes it easier for people. If you're someone who's a singer, especially singers who don't play instruments, this is a really convenient tool. And then you have this keyboard section on the other hand, which you can just play melodies, tunes, you can trigger stuff.
Nice.
By the looks of it, it also reminds me of an instrument called guitar.
Guitar.
The guitar.
This is also a very key instrument for them as
Yep.
well, because they can also emulate sounds of guitars from there, and they can also operate keyboards from here as well. So it's an expansion for them as well.
Yeah, this is a futuristic thing. It's also got a built-in drum machine and
Oh, wow.
all the other.
Let's try that. So maybe I can, so it shows you tap, then there's fill, and then there's drum.
Drums.
So how about?
And now you just click on the drum thing.
That's cool. How about I start playing chords now? How about like a 1, 4, 5? So it also shows you the numbers on the top, and it gives you the chords over here, so you can start with. Nice. It's awesome, man. And then maybe you can. Woo! So let's say I've got this melody on the right hand, and I'll just keep playing that, and then a good kind of exercise to like go through different chords. 1. And you can start changing patches. It's amazing for making music, man. For people who can't play the guitar, I think it's such an awesome innovation. Hats off to whoever came up with this concept, man.
And it's extremely precise when it comes to the drum machine and operating the keyboards and the guitar at the same time.
Yeah.
It's extremely precise. There is no such latency between any of the operations.
You become like a one-man army.
Definitely.
Yeah, and this also comes with the features of Bluetooth backing track and stuff. So now,
Wow, that is also there.
yeah, it's there.
That's awesome.
It's just there.
Wow. Okay, so now if I have to turn this off, yeah, so that goes off, and now you can play around with the sounds. It also gives you octaves. So for chords and stuff, let's say I turn.
So that's the octave for like the keyboard section. So if you want to move from one octave to the next,
Oh. The organ also.
Yeah.
Turn this off. Okay, it's gone. Wow. The piano, kind of an EP. Wow.
Bass.
It's just too much. The keys are nice, comfortable, they're touch sensitive.
Also, a cool feature I'll show you about this keyboard is you can actually take this out, and it's got a Type-C connector, so you can actually use it as like a MIDI keyboard on your own.
Shit.
And if I show you the bag in which it comes in, that's even more funky. Let's put this back in. So this is actually the bag in which it comes in.
wow.
The neck comes off and you can go travel anywhere.
Comes off. Oh, so this neck.
No. This one
I'm sorry.
actually.
Neck. I mean, this way. So this comes off. Maybe you should.
Yes, I will demonstrate that.
Oh wow.
It folds into this.
That's awesome.
Yep.
For those who cannot see, there's a switch back at the neck, which you just
Yep.
press and it just comes out.
And then it goes into this bag and you're off to wherever.
Wow. Even my processor has got a bigger case.
Yes. So if say you have a problem with the NEXG processing unit, you can get that swapped out or get a part replaced. If it's the amp, that's a separate module. With the Inspire, again the amp and the processor are separate. So just makes the after sales aspect of it easier. That's something that people are apprehensive about when it comes to tech. Like, what if I face a problem further down the line? Especially with onboard processors, the idea is that, oh my god, if one part goes wrong, my entire guitar's ruined. I can't use it. That's not the case. You can actually get these parts replaced.
So let's say if there's like a customer who is not based out of Mumbai, like who is based out of Meerut like me, how do I get it serviced? So do I write to you guys?
You can write to us. We will arrange for the instrument to be picked up. We also have dealers across India, and if they are able to help you out, we will get you in touch with them, or we will actually arrange for the instrument to be picked up from your house. We will get it here, we will get it repaired, we will source the parts from the manufacturer, whatever needs to be done, and we will send it back to you.
Wow.
This is our guarantee that we make sure that you do not face any trouble wherever you are located in India. Our sales team obviously works with dispatching the products, and the same partners will help further down the line. So it's not the end of the road after the product is bought. It's an ongoing relationship.
Wow. And what about like the future for ENYA? I mean, if you can give the viewers like an idea about what's in store and what's about to come.
What's about to come? So in the CyberG itself, there is a next step of that, which is a stringed version. The string version actually has metal strings on it, but the chords, the strings on this end are like silicone strings. So you just press them and they have sensors in there. So that's like a future of guitar playing. It's when you play it as a guitar player, you might be like, this is not something I've played before. I'm used to like steel strings and them being connected. But with that, it's actually sending out MIDI signals. So you're getting various sounds. It's not a guitar sound. It can be a keyboard, can be an organ, anything. It can be transposed to whatever key you want. If you actually slide it up, it emulates that as well. So that's the next. Then there's another module that comes instead of the keyboard, which is like a strumming. So you can actually strum whatever custom pattern that you want to. More
That
of a
would be
percussive
interesting,
element. Yeah. Inspired from, I guess, like Guitar Hero, those kind of apps. So ENYA always experimenting, even taking a traditional acoustic and putting a carbon fiber build on it with the trans acoustic. We have the EB and the EA, the X1 Pro series, which has an HPL back and sides, the treated spruce top. A really heavy guitar, high density and great projection. And it comes in like a travel size 34-inch, but it sounds really big.
Wow.
So really, really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, all of the guitars, they sound huge. You know, and you guys just saw, you can get lost in the sounds. You know, you are just like, it's like the spectrum of sound is surrounding you, man, and you're just like there in the middle. And if there's someone like you guys who's listening, then I can just go like on and on.
These guitars really pack a punch, and they really create a very big experience wherever you take, basically on stage, in studio. Coming to that, so we wanted to know, how has the integration of NEXG, which you use, has been in studios or maybe at your live gigs or the contents that you create on Instagram? How has the integration been?
It was amazing. For me, because see, I travel with so much of gear that I have started considering becoming a coolie. You know, अगर मैं कुछ नहीं बन पाया लाइफ में तो मैं कूली बन जाऊँगा. इतना मेरा हो गया अब. But no, jokes aside, I always struggle with a lot of weight. And this was the first time where I felt like, okay, I have respect. Even my body has, you know, I owe this to my body, that I don't have to like carry with a lot of gear, and I can just take one of these lightweight guitars and it does the job, man. It sounds kick-ass, and it gave my engineer a lot of flexibility to play around with the sound. So the EQ from the mixer board was not used, and he used the EQ from the app, and that is how he got rid of all the frequencies, and it was a considerable amount of gain that we had on the guitar, but yet there was no feedback. And it was, so the song that I was playing, so I used it on like 5-6 songs, and the songs had like a lot of dynamic range. It was just me like starting out with the guitar, so I would like play around with the dynamics, and then slowly the percussionists would join in, and then we would slowly build the scenery. And just the way, you know, it sort of translated to the way I play, it was unreal, you know. And I was like, yeah, fuck, let's try it out. Let's you know, like see how it sounds on a stage. And I was very impressed. I mean, it's lightweight, it stays in tune, and it feels like a guitar, you know. There is no single point where I felt that this was like, you know, like a different, like a futuristic kind of art, you know. It is the traditional art form presented in a futuristic form.
True. It answers to so many issues that we guitarists usually face, which is, as you said, I'll be a coolie. Like
the most important issue, there is no like, the weather doesn't interact with, it's all carbon fiber, so you don't have to face the issue of, you know, the action getting high, especially in a city like Bombay, man. It just fucks up the guitar. So the action stays intact, and I can just like be free and be like relieved of that pressure of getting it to a luthier every time the season changes, which is almost every month.
Yeah, out here, I mean, that's how you met us. You came to get your guitar fixed.
Yeah.
And we offered you a good permanent solution to your problems. Well, Abhishek, we've been talking and chatting about ENYA guitars, and we could go on and on. But this has been a fun conversation, and I hope you're enjoying yourself with these ENYA guitars.
I'm loving this, and I'm excited to explore, you know, what the future holds in store, and how this instrument inspires me to create more art. And
well, that will inspire you because it's our Inspire guitar.
Oh, ENYA Inspire.
That's awesome. It's a killer guitar, man. And the feedback that you had on this guitar, wow.
It's just out of this world. And yeah, with your with teaching and performing and everything that you're going to do, we look forward to you playing more and more guitar. And till then, we'll see you around. Thank you so much.
You guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.